Okay, now we're gonna make a bear. We should already have measured out the string to cut it. It takes about 4 lengths of the folder, or 55 inches, like it says. On this bear, we're gonna start with row number 1, which is the head part. Kind of row number 2 is the ears. So we're gonna go regular, and then I'll show you what to do for these 2 things right here, and then we're gonna go back down to 3, 4, 5, pause, we'll do the arms, 6, 7, and row 8 we're going to be doing something different to learn how to do legs. Okay, all right, let's get started. Row number 1, 1, 2, 3 of the color number 1. So remember, you start from the top to the bottom. Whatever color comes first is color number 1. Whatever comes second is color number 2 of the design. Okay, it could be any color you want. Just follow, as long as you follow the design that is given. Okay. Okay, there we go. String that on. Okay. Now what we're gonna do is you have these 2 beads that are the ears, right? You put 1 bead on each one of these strings. You don't put them together quite yet. You just put 1 bead on one side and 1 bead on the other side of the strings. So one string has 1 bead, the other side has another bead, okay? And then you have what is called these 4 beads from your row number 3. And sometimes you might run into these beads that don't have them all out in the center. Just try to chip it out, or you can get a different bead and use that one instead. So you have the whole center of your bead chipped out. I don't know why it does that with some beads, but it just happens. So you just adapt to the situation. Life is about being adaptable and figuring out how to solve problems. So we put 4 down there, and we leave the 2 that we had here, and we just lace with this other lace over here into the 4 beads we just put down, and we leave the 5th bead, or the one from the prior row, we leave that right there, and we don't bead that one. We keep it loose, okay? We just go through those 4, and then we pull it, and you see you got the ears here. You got row 1, row 2, row 3, and you got the ears right here. So that's symmetry row. This row, row 1 and row 3 is row 2. And that's how you get it in between and throw the ears for the bear. And now you're gonna go on to the next row, row 4. Just gonna string it on like usual. Can do this. Learning all these new skills. And sometimes it might knock loose from what you have it anchored down to. Not a big deal, just anchor it back. Like I said, there's going to be problems in life. We just got to figure out how to fix them and adapt as we go along. We're in the last of the last days. So we got to be really flexible and very reliant on the spirit, and very patient with each other, and especially ourselves. We need to learn to be valiant with being patient with ourselves too. Because Heavenly Father wants us to love everyone, and that includes ourselves. And I pray and thank Heavenly Father for lots of things and for strength. I love our Heavenly Father. And I love my parents. I have some very good parents. I have some very good grandparents. I have some very good friends. And I have very good family members. There's good people in my ward. We live in a world that has a lot of different things to it. Even on this bear, it has an arm. You gotta switch up now. It's like we did on the sword. There's an arm. So take 1 string, You put down 3 beads for the arm. 1, 2, 3. You put it in these 2. Last one out. Pull it. And then 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2. And sometimes things fall down and you can just leave them there. You might be able to pick them up later or not. Sometimes it's okay to just leave things alone. It's a hard lesson to learn, but it makes things happier sometimes. Okay, so we got 2 arms. So you've done row 1, row 2, row 3, row 4. Row 5 is the orange one, which is a different color. So that would be the second color. And then you go back to the first color, and that's what you do with the arms. And now you put down another row, and you put it on this one like we went back to the first lace. And then you go back to doing it like you did before. Go. And then we put on the next row. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 4, 7, 8, 4. Yeah, we're on row 7. Yeah. Row 7. Okay. And then on row 8, we're going to be doing something different. Okay, you have 3 beads here, right? You put 1 bead on one string, and then you put 2 beads on the other string, okay? This is going to be how you make the legs. We're going to be making legs right now for the bear. And what we're going to do now is you're going to take this string from this side. So we're not starting with this side, we're starting with this one. And there's this, and we're going to string it through 1 bead from the other side, the closest to this side. So like the middle bead, between the 3, we string this string through from this side of the bear, okay? All right, and you pull it together, and then you have 2 strings on 2 different sides, okay? And what you're gonna do is you're going to take 3 beads and string one side, like you did the arms. 2, 3, and then you string there. And then you'll string the 3 for the other side. I have little extras to the side here. So I have a little bag I keep it in. I love Ziploc bags. Ziploc bags are really useful so that things don't go everywhere all the time. Use that or bowls or something to contain your beads in. Just get creative. Okay. Oh, I ran into that bead that had the extra things with it. Okay, 1, 2, 3. And then what we're going to do is we're going to weave through 2, 1, 2, and then go on up. All right, now we're going to have some fun tying. Let's get off the tape here. And what I like to do is, you know, what I've been doing with the other 2, or if you've watched the other 2 videos, just basically tie it between the legs here 1 time, 2 times. And then what we're going to do is do a little extra here. We're going to go up, not here, but here, like in between, after you have the orange row or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, between 6 and 7, there's lace there on the side. So we're just gonna put it on up and weave it there. And then you have a loop, right? So you gotta put the lanyard through the loop and pull it. And you can go back under and do that a couple of times just to have it more secure. Yeah, and then you have the other side. 1, yeah. String this way on this side. Pull it through if you want, and then pull it, and like I said, you can get creative and do it any way your heart's desires. You can go this here, you can go back down, string down here again if you'd like. You know, whatever you want to do, just secure it. You can either tie to the bottom like I've done before, or you can cut it close to it like this and have it dangle like that. You can mark up the face with a Sharpie marker and have like a bear face on it. Or you could, and you can also glue the ends, like these parts, to secure it. Just put a sponge or dab of glue on around it on the sides and on the top, so that it just anchors it better, and then wait for that to dry. And then you have a little bear. So altogether you should have a football, a sword, and a bear if you've watched this whole series. And thank you for being with me today and learning about Jesus and how to make these bears into be giants. Have a good day.